SpotlightMediaStudios.com. Welcome to Education Unfiltered. Here is Mary Stucko.
Hello, this is Mary Stucko with Education Unfiltered, where we talk all things higher ed, and today is no different. So today we are joined by Molly Brown, who's a corporate recruiter for Auto Owners Insurance, and Shelley Lowe, who's the Executive Director of Career Services at Davenport University. Welcome, ladies.
Well, hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. So today we are talking about your insurance program at Davenport and also the role that auto owners plays. Obviously, the insurance companies are doing a lot of hiring despite everything. So can you tell me, Molly, how auto owners has handled COVID pandemic since March 2020?
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
So we have been working remote or working from home since March of last year, and we've been given the tools and everything necessary to do our jobs at home. Of course, there are some essential employees who are still going into the office every day, but for the most part, we're all working from home, and it's been a good transition to know that we're able to do this. So it's been good overall.
Excellent. And how has Auto Owner encouraged professional development and continuing education to ensure students are up to date with industry standards? Because I'm sure that's probably looks a little different now.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, with everything being remote and virtual, we have a department at Auto Owners whose job is to help associates with the continuing ed part of their, when they are wanting to take additional classes and designations. So Auto Owners pays for a number of those designations for associates to earn throughout their career. And it's all first, if an associate wants to, get a designation, they're able to do that whenever they want to, and Auto Owners pays for that first time through. We also have a training center right here in Lansing that we send a lot of our underwriting and claims folks to when they're hired for that additional training right when they start. That's kind of a little bit different than the continuing ed, but that's something else that we offer here at Auto Owners as well.
So is that training center still open right now?
It is not open right now just because, again, we are all working remote.
Gotcha.
But, the designations, you're able to sign up for any classes that you're wanting to take. You get the books mailed to you. You can sign up for those tests when it works for your schedule, and then go from there.
Very good. Now, obviously, this is a partnership with the insurance companies, with auto owners, and with Davenport. How do you guys, and Shelley, I'll let you get started with this. How are you helping to educate the students about the insurance industry?
We do a number of things. We actually have a risk management specialty currently at Davenport, but one of the things we stress with all of our students is that the insurance industry is really available to all degree programs that DU offers. And so to that end, we hold insurance forums, informational forums. Molly has spoken to a number of our students about all of the opportunity. We work with their IT recruiters. We work with Molly for our accounting students, our finance students, our general business students, to help them see where the opportunities are in auto owners and in the insurance industry. Definitely our marketing students, some of them are very entrepreneurial and they want to get into sales. But one of the big misnomers about the insurance industry is that it is all sales. You have to be that insurance salesman. But there's so much more to it. And I can tell you so many of our students have found a home at Auto Owners because they came to a forum and Molly spoke with them, or they went through one of our information sessions or something like that and learned more, or Auto Owners has some unique opportunities that most companies don't have, in that they have special recruiting days, and we promote those, and our students do go to those. And so they learn from the recruiters themselves and from practitioners at Auto Owners.
That's excellent. So can you tell me, Molly, what are some full-time opportunities at Auto Owners?
Yeah, great. And just to kind of piggyback off Shelley there for a second, we love the slogan when it comes to recruiting, the many majors, many opportunities. And at Davenport, there's so many awesome majors that students can earn and to graduate with. And we love that. And we love to hire that diversified, those majors and the minors, because we feel that when we have a student who is a different major than somebody else, that is a great way to make us better as a company. So Davenport does a great job of offering those different types of majors, whether it's in the tech field or the insurance industry or business in general. So that's something that I think we do. We work really well together in that sense.
That's a great point. So, if I'm a student at Davenport and I'm thinking I'm in accounting or marketing or IT, and I'm kind of thinking, wow, I know there's all these insurance companies around here. What do I want to think about? What are some things that might appeal to these students about auto owners? Why would they want to come work for you?
Yeah, and I think we resort back to the company culture portion of it. Company culture is so important in general, and to know that what we're doing in the insurance industry as a whole, really, when we're putting people's lives back together, and you're able to do that with a group and a team of coworkers behind you that support you, management that supports you, and then to work with our insurers and our agents, that just is so fulfilling in and of itself. It's a good fit. And also, the stability of the industry as a whole. I mean, that is, we personally, auto owners, we've never laid anybody off, which I know is nowadays, a little uncommon just because of everything going on in the world. So it's something that we're super grateful for and don't take for granted.
Yeah, I think that's a great point.
And to add to that, I think, there are students out there who really do want to find a home when they graduate and get into their career. There are people who want to stay in the community. They're embedded here already. They want a company that's embedded here. They want to be a part of something. Davenport is a good neighbor in the community, and so is auto owners. And so they're walking into a culture where, if they go to auto owners from Davenport, they're going to still have that sense that they're a good contributor in the community, as well as providing a great service or doing a great job or having a great career. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Not everywhere that you go to work is a home for you, and auto owners is one of those places. Like they said, they haven't had to lay people off, and part of it is because of the way the company manages itself, and so it's a healthy place for people to go who are looking for that.
Yeah, that's great. And I think, just the fact that you guys are such a partnership and working as a team for this, I'm sure that probably helps the students when transferring from being, the student to the full-time employee as well, just knowing, that you're coming from a place that supports the company that you're going to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me about some of the full-time opportunities that people can consider, and just kind of like the whole range, because I know in the insurance industry there's just a lot of jobs to choose from. So what can students think about when they're preparing to go into the industry? What might be a good pathway for them, and what are the full-time opportunities?
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, our full-time opportunities and our summer internships are always going to be posted on our public website. And when they're posted, we do have the opening for that specific position. So a lot of our entry-level positions are going to be, at least on the business side, we call it, are the entry-level underwriter and then the entry-level claim representative. So those are our two biggest, again, the entry-level positions where we don't necessarily look for just an insurance degree student. We look, for accounting, we look for business, marketing, all those different diverse degrees really are great for those entry-level positions. And then on the tech side, the software developers, the predictive modelers, the actuarial side. So all of those full-time positions are quite often posted on our website when we have those openings. So it's always something to keep in mind to look at, if you are looking for a new opportunity full-time wise at auto owners.
Excellent. Now, Shelley, how does Davenport University prepare students and alumni for their first or next full-time opportunity with a place like auto owners?
Well, one of the things we do is we generally prepare students for professionalism, and it starts from their first semester and it goes all the way through until even after they graduate if they want to continue working with us, because we're here lifelong for them. But because Molly has done such a good job, and her peers who recruit through us have done such a good job of articulating what they're looking for and articulating it to the students in our forums, we have a really good sense of what they're looking for in terms of the skills and the background and the coursework and the project-based work that they've done that they can use to represent themselves as a viable candidate for whatever positions are available at auto owners. We have our career guide, which is basically a 64-page professional development guide that walks the students from deciding a major and career exploration and determining some paths that are within their wheelhouse to all the way through to negotiating a salary and budget planning. And it's kind of a life skills book, if you will. It talks about social media presence. It talks about being a contributor. It talks about the ways you can gain experience. It talks about how to articulate your best qualities in your resume and making that piece really powerful and adjusting it to the types of roles you might apply to, and how to build a good cover letter so that it'll get the attention of a recruiter or a hiring manager. And again, with recruiters like Molly who come in and help us understand their needs better, we can help students point their experiences and their coursework and their project work toward the kinds of things that auto owners is looking for so that they do become highly viable candidates. And then we also work with them on the interview skills side, and we have an automated interview system. We've always had it. Students can conduct an interview and then send it to us and we can critique it, or we can do mock interviews over the phone, or we can do Zoom interviews, or we can do live in-person interviews. And we share with them commonly misrepresented questions where students tend to get stuck, and we talk about how to answer those questions effectively so that they understand where to point the information and how to refer back to their resume and validate their experiences so that it's clear that they actually can perform successfully. So it's always a partnership and it's always a project in motion. Yeah. But Auto Owners supports the career guide. They support our professional development, and they will come in and share their experiences with our students so that students can get their head around the whole idea.
That's such a valuable service. Yeah, go ahead, Molly.
No, I was just going to say, with the events and all of that Davenport puts on each year, in normal circumstances when we're able to visit campus, I personally enjoy every single event that Davenport Career Services puts on for the students and for the employers to come in, because not only does it do they take initiative to really show that they care about the students' development when it comes to the mock interviews or the resume critiques, but also the fun events that are so outside the box, like the swim with the sharks. It's a business event that I love to attend for students to help with their sales pitches. And so there are so many different events like that Davenport puts on that I feel are so valuable to those students, and that's what attracts auto owners to the Davenport students and want to hire them, post graduation, and because of those efforts there.
It sounds like there's just a real focus on just real life development and preparing them to and just hit the ground running when they hit the workforce.
Absolutely, exactly.
Molly, are there still summer internships available at Auto Owners for students?
Yeah, great question. So we do have some internships still available. Right now is the prime time for students to head to our website and see what we have available. All of those internships are going to be posted with the word internship in the title, so you can search internships to see what's available, whether it's in the Lansing area or a different area in Michigan. We do have some of those internships available, and again, those run from about May until August or whatever the student's school schedule looks like. They are full-time opportunities, and they're real world work, and also paid opportunities.
Excellent. Now, tell me, Shelley, how Davenport University's internship process allows students to earn credit for their internship and just, give them that required experiential learning.
Right. Almost all of our degrees require experiential learning, either through project-based work or through an internship or practicum. And we have a pretty robust program. So anytime an employer posts an internship to our job board, which is Handshake, we pull that internship off. We send it through review with faculty for the program it's mostly likely related to. And usually, if it can't be approved for credit, we go back to the employer and we say, here's why this couldn't be a credit-bearing opportunity for our students, which our students look for the most. So can you possibly add this or make this more robust or give them more meat in this area so that we can approve it and our students can apply? And surprisingly, many employers will go back to the table and tweak and adjust a weaker internship so that it's more powerful. Or a student will find an internship, say at Auto Owners, and they'll bring it to us and say, I want to do this internship for my marketing or my business degree or my accounting degree or my programming, and we'll look it over and we'll approve it for credit. And then we take the student through the process and we onboard them and we put them in a wait list until it's been approved, and then we put them in the class. So they get a mentor from the Davenport University side who is having them journal their experiences and talk about where their challenges are and helps them problem solve from just a professionalism perspective, how to approach issues or questions or concerns, how to present if they feel like they're getting an opportunity to present and they're feeling really nervous. We talk about, here's how you get prepared to make a presentation to your leadership or to your team or to a customer. And so we work with them on all of that throughout, and they have us accessible throughout the internship.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for joining me. Shelley, Lowe with Davenport University. How can people reach you if they need to?
They can contact me through career.services@davenport.edu.
And thank you to Molly Brown with Auto Owners Insurance. How can people reach you if they have any questions?
Yeah, thank you for having us. You can reach me directly LinkedIn /Molly Brown 0.
Thank you, and a special thank you to our supporting sponsors today, Davenport University and Auto Owners Insurance. This is Mary Stucko with Education Unfiltered. Thank you for joining us today.